Hello and welcome. Is it a team up? Is it a team up? It's totally a team up. We have a team up here in the second issue of the Dead Side War story of Shadowman. Shadowman number 6, volume 2021 or whatever. Like, who can keep track, man? This is like volume 27 or something. Rebooting series is kind of dumb because eventually it becomes confusing to know which one you actually own. I've got some Marvel books, for example, where it's like, I don't even know, like, for sure which run this came out in because the trade dress was the same across like two different runs and they just renumbered them, and it's totally confusing. It's like, is this from 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17? And there was a reboot like every year, or at least it seems that way. But I digress, because we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about those kind of foibles. We're here to talk about Shadow Man. And it's totally hackneyed, cliched, whatever word you want to use, but I really like these first 3 pages. It sets a heck of a mood. Nearly 20 years. That's how long Arclight Hospital has been closed. Lack of funding. Suspicion of impropriety. Rumors of much more sinister happenings. My line of work makes me a bit paranoid, but I'm inclined to believe the worst, especially if a blight is forming here, eating away at the boundaries. Something bad happened here. From within these walls, something foul hacks and carves and slices its way into our world. That's a great first page. It's a great first page. We get like totally take in this scene. We move around. We get the view, and it's pretty icky. And then he actually gets there. He shows up. Look at this. I love it. He's showing up looking cool, right? He looks so cool, and he breaks into the place. And we still got the narrator, him, going on. And I'm here with the bandages. I'm Shadowman, the guardian at the door between realities, a priest of light and darkness. It's not a calling founded in peace. But weren't God's own angels built for war? Buildings gone to rot and ruin. But the past echoes through these halls, heart rate monitors beeping, the pumping hiss of ventilators, pitiful moans, screams of terror and anguish. The dead side creeps in through the walls, spreading like a mold, leading me here to the pulsing, ulcerated, diseased heart of the blight. It's overwrought, it's cliche, and I loved every one of these panels, every one of those narration boxes, because in a comic book, that kind of stuff is fun. You know, it's like people that enjoy pulp fiction. Pulp is great, it's fun, it's pulpy. Like, it's not trying to be high literature, and frankly, high literature, most of it that I've read, ain't that great. There are exceptions, like War and Peace. That was a great book. I couldn't manage Les Miserables, you know, didn't work. I couldn't make it through A Tale of Two Cities. So I would rather read something fun than that kind of stuff. And anyway, he opens the door, and on the other side, this is what's waiting for him. A bunch of grotesque, Frankenstein together horrors, all possessed by stuff from the dead side. Jack tries to talk it out, and naturally, being a comic book founded upon violence, the talking out doesn't work. He gets into a fight. We connect stuff from like the previous miniseries, the previous run of Shadow Man into here. We got all kinds of cool monsters. Great page layouts. I love these irregular panels where they're like slashed across. It's so full of energy. Look at this one. We got panel, 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 and this panel basically follows this like energy burst right here. That it's just really cool. It's exciting to look at. The colors are maybe a little more muted than I would have liked. I actually think that this book would be improved if they had the kind of colors that show up in Once and Future, where the otherworldly stuff, like, it just literally pops off the page. But it's still really good. It's just a little bit muted and not exciting. But the muting, the colors not being like super oogie boogie, is okay because this book is trying to be a little more spooky, a little more horror-y, a little more, you know, grimy. And the coloring lends itself to that. I mean, this is just, I think this is the page I opened up to on stream on Wednesday after I got the book, and I was just like, wow, I don't want to look at anything else in this book, but this was amazing. And I read the book, and this is really good. It was a lot of fun. The stakes get raised. We set up the next issue. Twists happen. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to tell you anything more because I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to go read this thing. Shadowman #6 is great. Punk Mambo shows up. Like I said, the stakes get raised, man. They absolutely get raised. It's a good time. It's a good book. I know in some circles, Colin Bunn kind of gets, a bad rep. What is the phrase? Like super talent boy or something, which is meant sarcastically. But he's absolutely doing a good job writing Shadow Man right now. He really is. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.